Match reaction, Arsenal 2, Manchester United 3. Your reaction to that game?
Unbelievable game of football right throughout it. United kept the composure. I thought United dominated them. They were desperate, Arsenal. Absolutely. I thought we was back to the Fergie eras. The football, the tactics by Michael Carrick, and I'm telling you now, we are back.
Take us through that first 20 minutes of the game, though.
Well, I thought United kept the shape. First 20 minutes, 14 minutes. I thought Arsenal sort of had one opportunity, but United just looked composed, and I thought they did right the way through the first half. Free kick, Arsenal got chance, opportunity. Dorgu shouldn't have give it, but listen, I'm telling you now, they scored a goal, and that was the end of Arsenal. That was the end of Arsenal. That's what you call pressure. I said in my pre-match, Arsenal won't be able to handle the pressure. They won't know what to do when they scored. And we've seen that. United just went for him and they took it to him and got the equaliser. And I'm telling you now, from then on, United was in control.
Yeah, very passive from Arsenal once they scored that goal. And it's like United then realised they could go toe-to-toe. And then Bryan Mbeumo comes up. When he's in that area of the pitch, the inevitable happens, and that the ball in the back of the net.
What a brilliant goal. The composure from him. I'm so calm. I've said Mbeumo, the best signing since Bruno, without a doubt. Absolutely cool as cucumber. I looked at that goal and I thought to myself, here we go. And United just went for it. They went for it. Arsenal did not know what they were doing. They were running round like rabbits in an headlight. I tell you now, right, Arsenal just bottled it completely, because when that second half come, they didn't know what to do. United was dominating them.
Yeah, Man United come out on the front foot. Arsenal just looked sluggish, clueless in what they were meant to be doing at the start of that second half. But get me straight on to that goal from Dorgu.
What a start. What an absolute start. United's football was just attacking. They were going for it. Arsenal were frightened to death. And then the passing for Dorgu's goal was absolutely sublime. And then Dorgu's goal, I'm now giving him man of the match. Okay, I thought he improved in that second half. I thought, like, in the first half, he wasn't as forward as I expected. But in the second half, he was going forward. And to get that goal and score that goal, it was absolutely superb. I was just jumping about like a lunatic, like everyone out there. Arsenal was shocked. They were absolutely on the floor.
On the floor. I mean, a couple of minutes later, was it, after Dorgu scored? You seen Arteta make 4 substitutions. What's all that about?
That's desperate. That is absolute desperate. That's not a plan. He'd never had a plan B. It was absolutely desperate by Arsenal. Throw everyone on, right, and just try and get a goal. And do you know something? They didn't really create that much. With all the attacking ability what they had on the field. Yes, they were having free kicks, they were having corners and that, but they weren't being dominant. And I thought United were just like playing at their pace. And I thought United kept going forward and they were creating opportunities. And I thought to myself, Arsenal ain't getting back in this game. They are not getting back in this game. And then a corner, and then the sloppy goal.
Yeah, I think it was their first proper effort on goal just before they scored from a corner. I think before that, not long after they made them subs, I mean, Dorgu cleared one off the line. But defensively today, again, Manchester United, they look solid, they look compact, they look composed when defending.
Well, I look at Martinez. I thought right throughout the game he was there, intercepting, bullying, taking on Arsenal players, wasn't giving an inch. But I'll tell you something, there was a couple of absolute superb saves by Le Mans, and I very much doubt many people will give him any credit today. I thought his catching, the way he controlled the game, and when I say control the game, he was slowing it down to United's pace. He was giving the ball out. Everything was methodical. I thought he had an excellent game. But I just look at it, in the 70-odd minute, I thought United were going to score another goal and make it 3-1 because they were just going forward. Maguire, this is the intent what Man United had today. They were going forward. And in the 72nd minute, Harry Maguire was on the wing crossing the ball. They were just going forward. I didn't see a way for Arsenal to come back in it. And then they got the sloppy goal. But I'll tell you what, I didn't panic because Arsenal were all over the place.
The thing is as well, Carrick, hopefully Dorgu's all right, holding his hamstring. Hopefully that's nothing serious. But he made a couple of changes there, bringing Cunha on, bringing Sesko, when he could have easily brought a more defensive-minded player on the pitch. And that tells you everything about Michael Carrick.
Well, it tells you everything about Michael Carrick. He wasn't prepared to settle for a draw. He was going to take it to Arsenal because he believed that this team could play football and beat Arsenal and get another goal. And what a superb, unbelievable. I nearly ripped the door off because I was just running outside, right? But what an unbelievable goal. But what it was, Carrick made the right subs. He had the right intent. He had the right management. He got these players playing football, believing and saying, we can take it to Arsenal. Arsenal have not been beat at home. It's not very, I think 6 goals they've conceded. And I said in my pre-match, there is no way United aren't going to score today. And I thought to myself, get 1 goal, get another, and then that Cunha goal. It was just superb. We've had 7 days of magical football. Right, and if you look going forward, who we've got to play, okay, we've got Tottenham, we've got Fulham, we've got West Ham. Now, we've just beat Man City, we've just beat Arsenal, right? I don't know where we're going to be in about 3 or 4 weeks. We could be right up there. Continue this way, and why will it not? That's the thing. Yeah. Do you expect it to continue? Of course we do. The tactics and everything are superb. It's just like the old days. I'm actually watching football and I can't wait to go to Old Trafford. Yeah. The place will be sold out. People will be going mad. The good old days are back. There's no 2 ways about it. This football is what we all expect. And the standards of this football cannot go down. I said these players have to turn up today and put in the same effort. I expected the starting 11 to be exactly the same, and it was, because you cannot drop players when they perform like that. But the players on the bench will be chomping at the bit, right? But what they will be doing, they will be loving it. They will be loving being part of Manchester United. Arsenal on the floor, United on the top. I cannot believe what I've seen today or this week.
Impact from Cunha in the 2 games as well, coming off the bench. And Man United, this team look like they're enjoying the defending more so than the attacking side of it as well.
Well, I'm looking at Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire's picking players up and throwing them to the side. Martinez is just pushing him, right? And then you've got Delow's playing well.
Yeah, there was an header towards the end of the game there.
Delow's playing well in this system, and you can't argue with it. Luke Shaw, I thought he had an excellent game today. Superb link-up. The passing from the back and the way they went forward. Him and Martinez at times linked up, and he linked up with Dorgu as well. The football in every department. But did you notice how they kept the shape? They all worked hard for each other. Casemiro again going about his business and all that. Ahmed just doing the business. The football, the mentality. The mentality is unreal. It's unrecognisable from a month ago.
A month ago, you take yourself back 15 months plus under Eric Ten Hag, and we used to see the gaps that were opening up in midfield where teams were just steamrolling us straight through the middle, and they'd have the back 4 on the back foot looking all disorganised. It looks a totally different team. It's like there's a new 11 players on the pitch, and it's still Casemiro and Manu in the middle, but totally different players under Carrick.
Football simple. Just play it right. Go forward. Do it the Man United way. Start from the back and attack. And never ever think about holding on to a lead. We didn't worry about Arsenal coming back to 2-2. Carrick went for it, and that's what Manchester United's all about. Yeah. He set the standards there. Now there will be a tremendous shout. We've not seen better football for years in the last 2 games than what we've seen, and there will be a massive shout. Carrick's got it. He understands this team. I always said that this squad was a good squad, and Carrick's got them playing football. Now, what can I say about Carrick? Who can do better than what he's doing? I don't see how anyone can do better than Carrick at this moment, and I'm not going to go overboard. It's 2 games. Well, I'm not going to go overboard.
I think you'd give him the job right now, though.
Right now, I think everyone would give him the job. Why wouldn't you give him the job right now? But there's a long way to go. There's 15 games to go, and we've got 3 games. What really, when you look at it on paper, we should win the next 3 games. So what will the shout be then? So for me, everything's rosy. I don't see anything wrong with Manchester United on the pitch. It's off the pitch. What's the problem?
Anything more to add, though? Man United in 4th currently. Like you say, 15 games to go.
Man United in 4th, above Chelsea, above Liverpool, and, we could be right up there. We just need to win these next 3 games for everybody to understand that, everyone to believe that we're back. The next 3 games, if we win them, yes, I might have gone overboard again like I normally do, right? But at the end of the day, after a game like that, if you can't go overboard, listen, just press that like, because I'm loving it.
Smash that like button, because Manchester United got the 3 points today. Back-to-back wins under Michael Carrick. Get your thoughts and opinions in that comment section, and we'll see you again in the next one. You enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you.